There is a place here at UGA amidst the concrete roads and brick and mortar buildings where nature flourishes. A relatively small nook where natural beauty is present first and foremost. The Founders Memorial Garden offers the students and faculty of the university a calm, quiet place to revel in the wonders of beautiful flora, or simply just relax. When I first visited here, I was in awe of how gorgeous it was. But soon I began to wonder, just how did a place like this get its start?
Well, the garden was created to serve as to honor the ladies of the first garden club in America. A lot of people don't know that, but the first garden club met here in 1891, I believe it was.
That's right, 12 women right here in the city of Athens banded together to create the Gardens Club of Athens. Their goal was to promote knowledge of how to grow anything from a cabbage to a chrysanthemum. This garden club was the first of its kind in the country and soon spread first through Georgia and then throughout the rest of America.
Garden Club of Georgia in the 1930s, mid to late 1930s, wanted to honor those first garden club members. And so that was the reason for establishing the Founders Memorial Garden. The head of the landscape architecture program was named Hubert Owens. He forwarded the idea of developing it there in its current location. Part of the reason for that was that house that is there was where the landscape architecture program was housed at the time. So he wanted it to be adjacent to his students. They could see the different types of gardens. He thought of it as a learning opportunity for his students.
Since its creation, the garden has become a quiet location for the students of UGA to study or clear their minds. The peace and serenity the setting provides makes it feel warm and inviting. These, however, are not the only reasons the garden is visited today.
It's used almost daily for several classes. We teach our plant materials, usually goes through there several times during the semester. I know the horticulture class comes over a couple of times when they're teaching plants as well. A lot of people obviously go there for a break, lunch. A couple of faculty people from the business school used to go there for lunch every day. I mean, you could almost set your watch when they would show up.
The garden can be rented out by the faculty or members of the community to hold receptions. Anything from celebrating promotions or retirements to holding wakes for loved ones who have passed away, to the most popular use for the garden, holding wedding ceremonies among the magnolias and Japanese maples. Not everyone appreciates the magnificence of the garden, however, which has led to some interesting events transpiring.
The sundial that's in the boxwood garden, it was stolen. It's been stolen twice. First time was back in the 1960s, and it was found about 15 years later. I think it was a fraternity house at Georgia Tech. It was recovered, and then in spring of 2014, it was stolen again. It's never been found. One of our former faculty members' wives was a metal sculptor, and she created a replica of it. So that's what is there now, is a replica of the original sundial.
In learning about the Founders Memorial Garden, one wonders, what will the location look like in the future? What new additions will be made to the already impressive landscape present? What will the winds of change bring?
We actually have aimed for about 3 things that need to happen soon. One is the paving through what I call the South Lawn area. It is that Belgian block walkway that goes from Lumpkin Street, the front of the house, toward Park Hall. It's a very uncomfortable surface to walk on. It's so uncomfortable that a lot of people actually walk on the grass beside it rather than actually walking on the walk. And I'd like to see that replaced. You have to sort of plan for the future a little bit. Handicap accessibility. The garden is not handicap accessible. We're going to have to even replace those magnolias that are around the serpentine garden that enclose the garden. They are getting too big. They're actually shading out the perennial beds that are along the side of the garden. So a lot of the plants that we would like to grow can't grow there anymore because the shade of the magnolias is preventing enough sun from reaching the plants. So it's that's one of the things that to be honest with you, that the magnolias, I want to replace them and then retire because I don't want to hear all the people fussing about it.
The Founders Memorial Garden has enamored people since its inception, is beloved today, and will be appreciated further still in the future, as a haven for peace and natural prosperity. If you've never been, give it a visit. The beautiful scenery and fascinating history will surely capture your heart, as it did mine and so many others.
But I think everyone who visits the Founders Memorial Garden thinks it is probably unique among the places on campus. So it means a lot to a lot of people, and I think that kind of makes me feel good that people treasure it.